everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about A Court of Thorns and Roses. Like I said, today we'll be talking about A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. And I'm just going to do this is going to be a spoiler-free review and discussion, hopefully. So let's get started with the review. So basically the world right now is split into two. There's the land of the fairies, also known as the Fae, as well as the land of the humans. So the humans are living in the south and the fairies are living up north in what's called Prythian. And there is a magical wall that separates them that was brought up like 500 years ago after a war broke out amongst the fairies and the humans, in which some fairies sided with the humans, and some fairies decided that humans were not worth their time and they wanted them as slaves, and they wanted them to do all the work for them, and basically if they didn't, then we're just gonna kill them because they don't need to go free. Like, obviously they don't need to go free. So then there was a huge war that lasted for 7 years, and then after that war there was a wall put in place. During that time, a lot of stuff has been going on in Prythian. You know, humans have different ideas of what, nowadays humans have different ideas of what the Fae folk are, or what the Fae are. Some believe them to be monsters, some believe them to be these people that deserve to be worshipped, or, you know, not sacrificed for, but loved. Yeah, to be loved and to be able to devote themselves to the Fae if they can. So humans' opinions of them are kind of split, but most of them believe that the Fae just don't need to be bothered, just don't even care about them, just kind of stay out of the way, and because they're dangerous, they're vicious, they can kill humans in an instant. And yeah, so in our present time, our main character, Farah, is living with her family out near the woods and very close to the border between Prythian and where they live on the continent. So they are living very close to the border, and they lost all of their fortune and all of their money, and so they are living in basically like a 1-bedroom shack, maybe a 2-bedroom shack. And her father got injured when they lost all their fortune, so he has basically lost the will to live and is not helping them to survive at all. So Farah has taken it upon herself to help them to survive. So by the age of, I want to say like 8 or 9, she has decided to take it upon herself to help them survive. She taught herself how to hunt, how to fish, how to do all these types of things, while even her older sisters don't help because, one, they believe that they don't know what they're doing and they won't even try, and they just make Farah do it all. So Farah one night is out hunting. Hasn't been able to catch anything all day until finally it's really late. She probably should have already started going back because it's in the middle of winter, so it's cold, it's dark, and there are dangerous things out in the forest. So she's out in the forest, and when she hears a deer or a doe, either one, here's a deer out in the forest and is about to shoot it with her arrows. But as she's about to take the shot, she sees a wolf, but it's no ordinary wolf. Like, it is a giant wolf walking through the woods, and she's like, in the back of her mind, she's thinking, fairy, it's a fairy, like, be careful, you should be running because there's a giant wolf, it's too big to be a normal wolf, and I should be running because it's gonna kill me. But she doesn't run, she stands her ground, and she looks at it and she's like, well, what should I do? I think I'm gonna kill it. So she saved up a whole bunch of money to buy an ash arrow. Ash is one of the things that can kill a fairy, or can at least temporarily put it down because it does something to their magic. So she takes her ash arrow, pulls back her bow, and shoots it right in the face, and right between her eyes. And it takes a moment for it to go down, but it finally goes down and she's able to kill it with one more arrow. On top of that, she's also able to kill the deer too. So on her way out of the forest, she's not able to carry both, so she skins the wolf and takes his pelt and then carries the deer home to her family. The next day, she takes it out. I know it seems like a lot, but like this is all like the very beginning of the book, and you need it all to understand what happens next and how it all is a catalyst. The next day, she takes it to the market, and she meets a mercenary who is there, who is like, where'd you get this from? Is this real? You should be careful. Don't be going out the woods by yourself. But I'll buy it from you and give you a whole bunch of coin because your sisters are looking at us like they're ravenous and they know you're about to get money. And she's like, okay, fine. So she sells it. And then that night when they're coming back to the cabin, they're eating, Farah's deer that she caught. All of a sudden, their front door gets knocked in, blown apart, and there's just another giant wolf jumping through their front door, snarling and teeth bared, and he's like, who killed the wolf? So they got this giant wolf just talking in their front door, and they're scared and they're freaking out. And basically after some time, Farah is like, I killed the wolf. He's like, I don't believe it. You're back of skin and bones. Like, how can you take down that giant wolf? Like, he's trained and stuff. And she's like, well, I did. I killed the wolf. So now what? Just don't hurt my family. And he's like, well, now you have a life debt to me. And either you can die right now or you can live out your days in Prithian. And she's like, wow, that's actually kind of hard. Do I want to go live in Prithian where there are unspeakable horrors and bad things? But her dad, who finally, I guess, wakes up, is like, let me go. He's like, no. The wolf is like, no, you're not going. And he's like, okay, fine. Well, Farah, be careful. Like, be careful, be safe, but go with him. Do not choose to die. Live. And if you ever get out, don't ever come back. Go be great somewhere else. Go be amazing because you are amazing. And so Farah decides to go with the wolf. There's a horse waiting for her. And next thing she knows, she's in Prithian. So I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna leave it there. That's like the beginning, and it's the most important part. Well, not the most important part, but that's what you gotta get to. But I liked this book. I've already read the rest, and I don't like it as much as I like A Court of Mist and Fury. So if you only kind of like this book, that's okay. Like, keep going because it does get better. So, I mean, the reason I only kind of like this book is because it took a long time for it to get going or for it to get good. There's a lot of time with Farah whining or not listening to directions or, pretending to be this strong, independent woman, but like she's really not. She really just like wants to be safe and to be loved, but she's like, nah, I'm really strong, like I can handle it, but no, I'm really scared, like can't you just love me and keep me safe? And it's like, so which one are you? Which one do you want to be? Like, grow up. And people tell her, don't do something, and then she's like, I'm gonna go do it, and then she's in trouble, and then she's hurt or in trouble, and it's like, well, they just told you not to do that, so why? But it took a long time for it to get good. There's like hints that there's more going on in the world than what is being said, but it just isn't coming together yet. So keep reading the book because it does get better, and finish it and start A Court of Mist and Fury because A Court of Mist and Fury is my favorite so far. I really like it. I really enjoy it. I will say Sarah J. Maas likes to write in threes, so you'll always see something in threes, like the colors, the gold, the reds and oranges that shone in the light, or the fields of green that were rolling and moist, rolling and damp with dew and, you know, sparkling lights, and she likes to do things like that. And when you notice it, I think I really noticed it listening to it. It was because there's like a rhythm to it, and when you notice it, it does get kind of annoying. And and the way that she likes to not describe, like she likes to describe some things too much. You're like, okay, we get it, we get the description, I didn't need a paragraph of it. But then other things, she doesn't describe enough, and you're like, wait, I don't know what I'm looking at. Like, can you describe this some more? And so there's not like a good balance in it. And so that kind of annoyed me. But I don't, you know, I'm not a writer, so I try not to talk about writing style, but that's just from a reader's perspective and reading the book. Also, some parts are a little PG-13, R-rated? I don't know. Some things are a little scandalous for a young adult book, in my opinion. You know, some things that just maybe 14-year-olds don't need to be reading, and their parents probably don't know that they're reading it, but it's whatever. It's cool. I'm an adult, so I can read it. But I still enjoyed the book, but I think I still only gave it like 3 out of 5 stars, because the ending is great. The last few chapters of this book are what I'm here for this book, and that's why I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. While the rest of them, I really enjoyed. So, definitely continue to read this book. You'll like it, you'll have fun with it. Anyway, I think I'm done with this review, this non-spoilery review. But if you like this video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, follow me on all social medias, look out for my bookcast. Yes, podcast meets books. Welcome to it. Coining that term, I'll be saying that in a few of my videos coming up. So, but I think that's it for me. So until next time, keep turning the pages.